You've been turning something over in your head, a person or maybe a situation, and you keep going back and forth on it. Part of you thinks you read it right. Another part wonders if you are being paranoid or unfair or just tired. In 2 days, that doubt ends. This reading is meant for a specific someone who needs to hear it at this time. Let's get into it. The first thing I'm seeing is a single figure standing on their own in your coffee grounds, and it's surrounded by nothingness, darkness. You've been feeling a bit empty lately, discouraged, maybe a little hopeless. You've been standing there thinking nothing is moving, but I see 4 things coming toward you. 4. And this matters because the loneliness you've been sitting in, it's about to get interrupted with good things. The first blessing is an oval shape sitting up above. And that's an unexpected blessing, the kind that doesn't come from any effort you made. It just arrives because the universe decided it was time. The other 3, those are things you were secretly manifesting. One is a person, someone you've been wanting in your life or wanting back. And the other one is a place, like a location or living situation you kept picturing. And the third is an achievement, a thing you were privately hoping you'd reach, a success. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, one of these 4 shows up in a small concrete way, a confirmation, a yes, a thing clicking into place, and it tells you the other 3 are on their way too. I'm seeing a figure and they look like they're being flown somewhere, like carried through the air to a completely different place. This is you, and what it's telling me is there is a shift happening in your life that you didn't plan and didn't ask for. Maybe you will also be traveling by airplane, but I feel that this is also symbolic of a shift in your life. And the thing is, it's already started. The first move already happened. You just might have not noticed it as the start of something bigger. A small change, a few weeks back that felt like nothing. It was the beginning. You've been thinking your life was kind of stuck in one position. Same routine, same problems, same loop. But you're being moved. Sometimes we get repositioned without our permission, and we only understand it looking back, tracing it. Some small thing shifted recently and it set the rest in motion. Don't fight the new position you're being placed in. It feels unfamiliar, sure, but unfamiliar isn't wrong. The discomfort you're feeling is just the feeling of being moved somewhere better before you can see why it's better. I'm seeing 2 figures holding both hands, and they look genuinely happy to see each other. Like that feeling when you spot someone you care about across a room and your whole face changes before you decide to do anything. That's the energy here. One is you, and the other is someone you love. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be so, but it could also be a friend or a family member. Around them, I see trees, like a forest or a park, somewhere green with open space. I think this is an actual location where you 2 meet or meet again. So this ties straight back to that person I mentioned earlier, the one of the 4 blessings coming toward you. This is them showing up. For some of you, it's a reunion with someone who drifted out of your life. For others, it's a connection getting deeper, moving to a place it hasn't been before. There is a hidden piece of information here. This person has been thinking about you more than you'd guess. Something happened on their end, a realization, a change in how they see you, and they can't fully explain it themselves. A conversation happened in their life that you weren't part of, where your name came up, and it nudged something in them. Within the next 2 months, you will end up somewhere outdoors with this person. It's not gonna be a planned big event, but more like casual. Let's get more messages with the cards. So this card is about a flicker of something new in you. An idea, a hunch, a direction you've been curious about but haven't trusted yourself to chase. You've been right about a person or situation. And the Page of Wands is telling me your instinct about it has been correct the entire time, but you just kept second-guessing yourself. There is a kind of childlike clarity that we lose as we get older, where we just know something without being able to prove it. You've still got that. You've just been talking yourself out of trusting it because the people around you kept telling you to be reasonable. Within the next 2 weeks, you'll get a piece of information that arrives through a text or a voice message, and it confirms the hunch you've been carrying. Thing you suspected about that person or that situation, it will get backed up by something concrete you didn't go looking for, but it will just reach you. So this card is the one I see when something has crawled into your nights. There is a situation that's been following you to bed. This could be anxiety. You lie down and the lights go off, and that's when your brain decides it's go time. Replaying conversations, running the worst version of how things turn out. Maybe you've had actual nightmares, or you wake up at some weird hour like at 3 or 4 a.m. And the cruel part about insomnia like this is it lies to you about what it's doing. It dresses up as problem solving. You tell yourself, if you just think it through one more time, you will crack it. But you're not solving anything at 3 a.m. The brain at that hour can't access the calm, the reasonable part of itself. It only has the fear part awake, so you end up marinating in dread with no way to act on it. The body remembers the stuff the mind tries to push down during the day. Whatever you've been managing to suppress while you're busy, it comes up at night because that's when your guard drops. So the nightmares, the racing thoughts, that's not something wrong with you. That's an unprocessed worry demanding to be felt somewhere. And night is the only time you stop being too busy to feel it. There is someone who hasn't been fully honest with you. Not necessarily a villain, but somebody who's been operating with a bit of their own agenda, holding cards they didn't show you. And this is probably the person you've been thinking about. You've had a feeling for a while that something didn't add up with them, that what they were showing you and what was actually going on were two different things. You kept giving them the benefit of the doubt because you didn't want to assume the worst about someone. Your read was right. There is something they handled quietly, a decision they made about you or a thing they said about you in a room you weren't in, the version of events you were giving wasn't the whole version. Within the next 2 weeks, a piece of this comes to light, not through confrontation. You don't have to dig for it, but it surfaces on its own, maybe through someone else letting a detail slip, maybe through 2 stories not matching up. And when it does, your stomach won't drop because somewhere you already knew. There is this idea that not everyone who wanders is lost. And you felt lost lately, like you didn't know where you were going with your life. But you weren't lost. You were finding your way using instincts you didn't fully trust. Your inner compass has been pointing at the truth this entire time. Every time you felt like something was off, that was the compass working. Every time you talked yourself out of it, that was you ignoring the reading on your own dashboard. In 2 days, the thing that confirms you are right is going to feel less like new information and more like the map finally showing you the road you were already driving on. You will think, I knew this, I've known this, I just needed it on paper. After this confirmation arrives, start treating your sense of direction as data, not as a mood. You have a working internal navigation system. This card is about how much you've been carrying. You've been juggling like a lot of jobs and roles and responsibilities all at once, holding all of it. And one of the things you've been holding is this exhausting mental load of figuring out this person or situation. And there is a heaviness to it. Carrying too much at once drains the part of you that you actually need for the things that matter. You've been spreading yourself so thin, trying to manage everything, that you haven't had energy left for yourself. Here's the question this card is really asking you. How do you focus on what truly matters without trying to do everything? Because not all of what you're carrying is yours to carry. Some of it belongs to other people. And you picked it up because you are the reliable one. Once the situation you've been thinking about gets confirmed in 2 days, you get to set that particular mental load down. That alone frees up more energy than you expect. Within the next month, use that freed up space to drop one more thing off your plate on purpose. Pick the thing that drains you the most and isn't actually yours. Hand it back. You've been treating everything so seriously lately. You've forgotten that you're allowed to enjoy your own life while you wait for things to resolve. You've been so focused on figuring it out, on managing things the right way, that you stopped doing the stuff that actually lights you up. The simple stuff. The thing you used to do just because it feels good. Once you start making time for the things that you used to love and be passionate about, whether it's a hobby or even a walk in the park, it will start paying you back in a way you didn't expect. Not money necessarily, but energy, lightness, that feeling of being yourself again. That's all I have for you. I hope you found this reading insightful. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. It will mean the world to me. I love you and see you in my next reading.